Welcome to this Introduction to Science lecture. Today, we will learn about science. Science is not just about facts, it's about asking questions and finding answers. Science helps us understand the world around us. Science explains why the sun rises and sets. It shows how plants grow. It explains how medicines cure diseases. It tells us how phones connect people. Cooking uses chemistry. Riding a bicycle uses physics. Taking care of health uses biology. How does science plays its role in society? Science gives us electricity. It gives us computers and the internet. It helps doctors find cures. It helps engineers build safe buildings. It improves transport and communication. Why science is important. Science makes life easier. Science makes life safer. It helps us grow as a society. It is important for everyone, not just scientists. Our journey begins now. In this lecture, we will explore what science is, see how scientists work. We will see how scientists work, learn why science matters. We will learn why science is important for the world. Begin our journey. Let's begin our journey into science. Now, what is science? Science is the study of the natural world. It helps us learn about everything around us. This includes living things like people, animals, and plants, as well as non-living things like water, rocks, air, and space. Science asks simple but important questions. How do things work? Why do they happen? What causes change? Science is different from guessing or believing. It is based on facts and evidence. Scientists do not just imagine answers, they test ideas through experiments and observations. For example, if we want to know why plants grow toward sunlight, we can set up an experiment and watch what happens. From these experiments, scientists collect data. Data means information, like numbers, measurements, or notes. When data is studied carefully, it can explain how things work. This is why science is trusted. It is always checked and proven. Science studies both very small and very large things. It explains atoms, which are too small to see, and galaxies, which are larger than we can imagine. It helps us understand our bodies, our planet, and even the universe. In simple words, science is a way to understand life and nature through facts and careful study. Science uses a clear and simple method to discover facts about the world. This is called the scientific approach or scientific method. It helps scientists work in an organized way so their answers can be trusted. The process begins with observations. This means watching something carefully and noticing details. For example, you might observe that plants grow better in sunlight than in shade. After making observations, we ask questions. Why do plants grow toward sunlight? Why does the sky change color at sunset? These questions guide the next step. Then we make a hypothesis. A hypothesis is an educated guess based on existing knowledge. For example, plants grow toward light because they need it to make food. Next, we test the hypothesis by doing experiments. Experiments give us evidence to see if our guess is right or wrong. After testing, we record results. Writing down data, numbers, or notes is important so others can check the work. Finally, we analyze the results and make a conclusion. If the hypothesis is correct, we accept it. If not, we reject it and form a new idea. This process makes science reliable, repeatable, and always open to improvement. Science and superstition are very different ways of explaining the world. Science is based on logic, facts, and evidence. It uses experiments, testing, and repeated observations to find the truth. Scientists do not accept something as true unless it can be proven and checked by others. Superstition, on the other hand, is based on belief without proof. It often comes from fear, tradition, or cultural stories. Superstitions may seem convincing to some people, but they do not have scientific support. For example, take a solar eclipse. Science explains it very clearly. It happens when the moon comes between the Earth and the sun, blocking sunlight for a short time. This is a natural and predictable event that can be calculated years in advance. Superstition, however, may say that a solar eclipse is a bad omen or a sign of danger. People in some cultures may avoid eating, drinking, or going outside during the eclipse, but these ideas are not supported by evidence. The main difference is simple. Science seeks truth through proof, while superstition depends only on belief. That is why science is reliable and helps us grow, while superstition can limit understanding. Science is part of daily life. Cooking uses chemistry. Heating, boiling, and mixing follow science rules. Driving uses physics. Motion, energy, and friction are explained by science. Mobile phones use electronics. They also depend on electromagnetism. Washing hands is linked to microbiology. It helps protect us from germs. Science is everywhere. It makes life easier. It makes life safer. Thank you for watching this lecture on science. We hope you gained a deeper understanding of how science impacts our daily lives. Stay curious and keep exploring the world around you.